So are you like me and just completely baffled by this new, what looks like a photography app called VERO? Well, let's take a look into the good, the bad and the ugly. And before we go any further, this is just my perspective and a beginner photography perspective. Put that out there as well. But also, if you're new here, my name's Steve. Pleasure to have you along. This channel's everything photography, bit of video, bit of reviews, everything in between. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Be greatly appreciated. Let's get stuck in. So some of these points are going to be comparisons to something like Instagram, and others are going to be something which is obviously unique to the VERO app. Kicking it off, image quality. You know, VERO has got way better image quality than the likes of Instagram. It's not compressed as much. Now, I don't know if that's because Instagram is obviously in respect to the amount of users. VERO's probably got what? I don't know the numbers, but I'd be very surprised if it's more than a few percent of what Instagram have got user-wise. So they're obviously compressing it for data storage, all that good stuff. Will VERO start to do the same? Who knows? But so far they're not, so that's a massive win. Beautiful edited images. You know, everyone who's posting on there seems to be a photographer or a photographer background. So it's just great to look at. You know, you open the app up, whether that be on the computer or whether that be on your phone, your tablet, whatever it may be. The images just look fantastic. You know, people have obviously put a lot of effort in. They want to showcase their work. So rather than sort of like Instagram where you're just aimlessly scrolling, it's a picture of their dog off a 10-year-old phone, it's not really interesting. You know, you can appreciate the quality and also the time that it's taken for people to upload on VERO. You can show what you want, you know, there's no algorithms, there's no adverts, you know, who you follow is what you will see. You're not going to get some advert offering you a milkshake or something, for example, I don't know, based on a cookie that you clicked on a week ago. None of that, everything is just what you see, whether that be friends, family, whatever. Also, you can host or you can show a whole host of content. So you can do things like photos, videos, maybe a film you've recently watched that you wanted to share that you liked, music you're listening to, maybe a book that you've just read, and say for your Instagram following or for your YouTube following, it's a book that helped you unlock talking to a camera better, or it helped you with marketing, so you can share that. You can share like games you're playing. It's great. And then another really good feature actually, which is exclusive, is you can limit who sees what. So there are different levels of, I guess, privacy that you can show your content. So you can have little groups of people. So you can have like a little community, say that's just your family, and you don't like sharing pictures of your children to everyone. You just want to share it to that group. You can do that. So you can choose who sees what, which is great, because on Instagram it's just you've uploaded it and every man and his dog can see it, whereas with this you've got a lot more privacy. So that is probably the biggest positive for me about that. That is a fantastic feature that I really love. So searching is not fantastic, you know. It's pretty cumbersome. I uploaded a photo the other day actually, which was like Peter McKinnon inspired, because I saw a photo in his video where it was like a window with just loads of trees and bushes around it, and it looked exactly the same, and I wanted to take a photo, you know. I want to be like Peter. I don't, but it was a great photo. But searching for him was a nightmare. I put in Peter, I started with the like M-C-K, and it still didn't find him. I had to literally put all of his name bar about 2 letters to find him. So searching is not fantastic. Also, I think it's very much based on hashtags really, and what hashtags you use. I know they have stuff like Momo, they have like, was it Creative Friday today? They have different hashtags for different days which can help you as well. But it's just not very easy to find people. And also there isn't like Instagram really, where you've got like a discover sort of page where you can just flick through and see what you like. You really have to be searching for certain things to find it on VERO, so it's a little bit more cumbersome, and that's the same in the other way, that obviously getting noticed, so getting your likes, your followers, all of that is hard, and obviously there's a limited number of people as well on there, so that makes it even harder. Now obviously it doesn't massively matter because at the minute there isn't obviously any monetization, but I'll be very surprised if that doesn't come. And I'd also be very surprised depending on how the app grows, if it doesn't start to introduce adverts and things. Because at the end of the day, it's got to make money and people have got to make money. At the minute, I don't really know how it's doing that, because if there's no adverts, there's no incentive for a lot of people to join it as well. So the likes of obviously the celebrities and all those that people want to follow on Instagram, they're probably not going to leave it without any incentive. You know, there's got to be some monetization, which there currently isn't. I don't think it's made for everyone, for a start. I think it's very much photography based. You know, everyone that I've seen who's pushing it, everyone that I've seen who's done a video on it, is someone who has got an Instagram following. You know, so anyone who's following them, they basically said, oh, I'm now on VERO, come and follow me. You know, it's difficult to build. You know, like I say, it's not made for amateurs, I don't think, or beginners. It's great that you can see such a high quality compositions, high quality edits. You know, people have taken a lot of time. But then someone like me who's a beginner, you know, it's difficult to get noticed. Like on Instagram, I'm not saying obviously my photos are really good, but they're a level above some people on Instagram in terms of the edit I've done, the composition. You know, there's been some thought, some care taken into it. But on VERO, it's like I seem to be right at the bottom of the chain. And when I'm scrolling through based on, even if you just say like, search the hashtag street photography, the amount of quality photos on there is mind-blowing. So I think it's more geared towards professionals, in my honest opinion, which is a bit of a shame. It may evolve, and obviously as more people use it, it may trickle down. I think they need to do some tweaks on searching and also to get interactions and followers, because that for me seems really difficult. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, you guys, let me know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Are you using the app? Have you used it? Did you delete it? Are you keeping it? Are you finding success on there? I'd be interested to find out. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Oh, and one last thing which they've got is the desktop app, which I'm using on my MacBook Air. Fantastic. So if you're on it, highly recommend you get it. As soon as you've done an edit, there's no like airdrop into your phone if you're using iPhone, which is not too difficult, but I mean, you can just go straight from Lightroom, drag and drop into the app. Beautiful. So I hope you guys found that sort of a little bit informative from my perspective. It's been great to share it. Please like the video if you found it sort of informative or helped you in making a decision to use it or not, or if you agree or disagree. Let's have a little discussion down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.